welcome back to my channel. Happy Vlogmas Day 3, 4, 5. I don't know, but welcome back. I hope that you guys are enjoying my Vlogmas contents thus far. Y'all, your girl is stressed. Okay, it's day 3 or 4 or 5 of Vlogmas, and I'm losing my little mind. Okay, so whatever, that's neither here nor there. That's not what we're here to talk about. So if you are new, welcome. How are you doing? I hope that you stumbled upon this video and that you like what you see, and you go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification bell and like this video and leave a comment down below. Let me know what you liked about the video. If you are an OGT, thank you so much for all of your support. I appreciate it. I am seeing y'all in the comments, and I appreciate every single one of the comments. Okay, so let's get into this video now that we said that. So today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different that I've never done on my channel before, and that is a story time. So I was trying to think of Vlogmas content, and I realized that I had the perfect story to tell you guys that was Christmas related. So voila, here we are. Okay, so I'm going to start this video off with a poem that I wrote, and I got my paper in my hand because y'all know my memory ain't good, and your girl will forget what she ate yesterday. Okay, so let's get into this poem. 'Twas the week before Christmas, and all through the house not a creature was staring, except thieves stealing everything in our house. Stealing and thieving all over the land, taking anything that they could fit in their hands. They sure made Christmas that year a one to remember. I hope they got hit by a tree when someone yelled timber. The end. So let me tell you guys what happened with our house getting broken into the week before Christmas. Okay, so this was back in the 90s. Yeah, back in the 90s. It wasn't the early 2000s. So this was back in the 90s. I was like 13 or 14. Okay, so we lived in a part of town that wasn't necessarily the greatest. And we always had a tradition of where we would go to my grandma's house over the weekend. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we would go to my grandma's house, and we would have Sunday dinner and typically eat out on Friday and, you know, just have a good time. Okay, so that was a tradition of ours. I mean, everybody who knew us knew that. Okay, so the week before Christmas, it was the weekend before Christmas, we went to my grandma's house. It was any other typical day that we would go over there, except it did kind of feel different. You know how things feel different, you don't necessarily know what's happening, but you just feel like a difference. That's kind of how I felt that day, I remember. So we come back from my grandma's house. We got back from my grandma's house, it was about 8 o'clock. We got back from there, and we walk into the house. So when we walk into the house, we see all of this wrapping paper all over the floor. Okay, I mean, the floor is covered in wrapping paper from my Christmas gifts. So we're all looking, and my mom is looking, and we're like, what is happening here? So I go into my room, because my room was right off of the living room. And so I go into my room, and it looks like they ransacked my room. So at this point, my mom's like, you guys go back outside so that I can check the house and make sure, you know, nobody's still in here. So I take my brothers and I go back outside, and then mom comes gets us. She's like, you guys can come in. So I go back in my room, and you guys, they had all of my clothes all over my bed, my shoes, like anything of my contents from my drawers, like anything they had all over my room. And I remember I had this entertainment center on the wall in my room, and I had my radio, my TV, you know, all that stuff. So they had stolen my radio, they had stolen all of my CDs, like everything, because this was back in the 90s, so there was no digital age. Okay, so we go through, they've already taken all of our Christmas gifts because we saw that from the living room. Okay, so then we go into the kitchen. So I go into the kitchen, and something just tells me to go into the refrigerator. You know, I open up this refrigerator. They took all of our food out of our refrigerator and freezer. There was not a ketchup bottle in that refrigerator. I kid you not. Even open stuff, half-eaten stuff, leftovers, it didn't matter. It was gone. Okay, gone. So they took the food from the refrigerator, they took the food from the freezer, and they had gotten in the house through a back window that we had like in the back of our house. Okay, so my mom goes to her room. They've done the same to her room. They've gone through her stuff, taken her stuff. So then she calls the police. The police come, they get the report. They do the fingerprints, you know, the typical police protocol. And they do that. So now we're there and we go to the back of the house, and because we see that, now keep in mind that it was snow. It had snow. It was snowing on the ground. It was cold. It was December. And this was the 90s weather. The 90s weather wasn't, what do you call that? It wasn't climate control. Like, you know, having the hole in the ozone layer. What do they call that? What do they call that, y'all? You know what I'm saying. Anyway, so this was the 90s weather, so it was truly cold in December, and it was snow on the ground. Okay, so now it's snow on the ground, so we go to the back. We see a trail of oranges that are leading to a neighbor's house that is in the back of us. So this trail of oranges is leading to the back of us, and we're like, that's interesting, you know. And you can see through the snow that they just stuck everything into trash bags and was dragging it along with them. So they just took whatever it was that they could grab. So we see this, but obviously there's nothing we can do because we can't prove it. But you guys, they took, like, for my Christmas gifts, now we're back in the house and I'm crying because they done took all of my stuff, and I could hear what my mom was telling the police that they took. Like, so I had a radio for Christmas, I had a Tamagotchi pet thing. Like, that was the thing back in the 90s. If you were born in the 90s and you were a kid, you knew that you had to have you a Tamagotchi little pocket pet thing that you had to take care of, and you know, so it wouldn't die. Like, that was the thing before all of the PlayStations, all that stuff. Like, you got that. Okay, that was the digital world. So they took my CDs. I had Monica's CD, I had Brandy's CD. Like, they took all of my stuff. Okay, all of it. Like, all of it. Everything's just gone with the wind, you guys. It was just so traumatic. So they took all of our stuff, took our food, and like there was nothing that we could do. I mean, what can you do about that? So now, it was the week before Christmas, and my mom, you guys, shout out to her. I don't know what she did, because they didn't have OnlyFans back then. So I don't know what this woman did to get us all these gifts. However, she got us all of our gifts for Christmas. Like, we had a regular Christmas. It was just like it had never happened. We got everything, you know, bought back for Christmas. And it was like, I still remember that. Like, I just remember, like, it just still felt like it was Christmas, even though all of our Christmas gifts were taken, because my mom still made sure that we got gifts. So shout out to her. Like, I will always remember that. And I'm like, you know, whatever, I'm not making it sentimental, but I will always remember that. So yeah, it was traumatic, you guys. Like, it's traumatic having your house broken into at any age. It was really, really traumatic. And then just imagine as being a kid, you know. So we did have Christmas, and what my mom did was she took the gifts to my grandma's house. She didn't take them back to our house. Obviously, our house had just gotten broken into, so she took the gifts to my grandma's house, and we just had Christmas there, and that's where we opened up our gifts and stuff like that. So that is how the Grinch stole Christmas for me, you guys. If you have any stories like this, or just stories in general, leave them down below. If you like me to do more story times, then go ahead and leave a comment down below, like it. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, turn on your notification bell, and let me know what other kind of videos you see. I need Vlogmas content, you guys. I don't really have any Vlogmas content. I need ideas. I really want to do truth or drink, you guys, but I don't have a man, so how can I do it? Okay, if you have ideas, let me know how I can do truth or drink. I was thinking about doing it with a girlfriend, but I don't know what kind of questions people are going to ask her. They don't really know her, so I don't know. If you guys want us to do a Q&A, I can do that. Like, let me know. Leave comments down below. I do have another story time. If you guys wanted me to do another story time, I could tell you about the time where I had two boyfriends fighting over me, and like physically fighting, and one of them was naked. I kid you not. I know. Judge your mama. Okay, so that's all I have, you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate it. I will see you guys for Vlogmas Day 4. I can't believe that I'm actually like doing this. Oh, and another thing, on the weekends I'll be going live. Those will be my Vlogmas videos. I'll be doing lives. I have so much stuff to do. Y'all should see my house. It looks like Santa Claus and his elves came through here. I gotta get my house together, so I'll go live on this Saturday and Sunday for my Vlogmas videos. There won't be any actual videos. It'll just be live. So I will see you guys in my lives, in my videos. Let me know. Leave comments down below. I appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you guys so much. See you in the next one. Bye, y'all.